Hey, this is Fowlman11's 22nd Pokemon Wi-Fi battle against... Geez, I really should look up these names. Yeah, that person. But this is a UUNU, and here we go. So I sent out my Uxie, they sent out their Butterfree, and their Butterfree used Sleep Powder on my Uxie. So I had to switch out to my Registeel named Emerald. And it's an awesome shiny Registeel, which is pretty legit, and it took forever to get. Like, a long time at that freaking cave. But anyway. So I used Stealth Rock and they used Bug Buzz twice. And the first one was a crit, the second one not so much. And I used Thunder Wave. So I've got my entry hazard up and I paralyzed their lead. And then I just had to seismic toss it down and I think I get two seismic tosses on it and then they switch. Bug Buzz does nothing. This thing is such a beast. I think this is my favorite Registeel. Right behind the Iron Giant. But yeah, so they're paralyzed. I'm seismic tossing away. And heal, heal. Here comes Miss Magius, which is an odd choice. But I switch out to Shell Shock because I know that it's going to be one-dimensional. And it uses Taunt against me. And I use Mirror Coat. Yeah, but it used Will-O-Wisp. And I think it wisps me again, yeah, and it misses twice. So I use Mirror Coat, and it fails us twice. It fails us. So I switch out to Helios, my Arcanine, and get the Intimidate, which doesn't really help me. And it tries Will-O-Wisp one more time, but it's not very effective. And I mean, it doesn't affect Arcanine. And then I go for the Bite, which does some damage, and they taunt me. So yeah, a lot of taunting going on in this match, not much action. And I bit it, and down it goes. So then, here comes Dugtrio, and ugh, I hate Dugtrios. And I use Extreme Speed on it, though, because I know that it doesn't have a priority move unless it's Sucker Punch. But it doesn't. So I knock that thing out, and the taunt wears off, and they send out Azumarill. And I'm like, I'm getting out of there, and I send in my Scyther for some reason. I don't really know why. But it takes the hit, and then I just switched out again to Emerald. Because I can. I don't know why I did that. And then I think this part of the battle is pretty boring because it's just going to be a whole lot of Aqua Jets. And I'm paralyzed. Now this is crazy. Watch how many paralyzations I get. I think that was the first or second. Alright, here's another one. I mean, this is just really lucky on his part. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything to really take down my Registeel. There's 3 in a row. No, it's just ridiculous. You might even get one more. 4 in a row. 4 paralyzations in a row. And I finally get the rest off, so I became healthy again. And he's probably like, oh my gosh, I just wasted 5 turns using Aqua Jet. And so they switch out to their Toxicroak, or Toxicroak. Yeah. And I switch out to my Miss Magius because I know that they're going to use, well, crap, he used Swords Dance. So I switch out, I use Substitute, and he uses Taunt against me, and I'm like, it's not really going to do too much now. And then he uses Sucker Punch next turn, my sub goes down, and I get the Thunderbolt off, which I think one hit KOs this thing. Does it? No, it does a lot, though, so I was like, okay, I'm getting out of here. I switched out to Helios, get the Intimidate. He used Sucker Punch, but of course I switched. And then I Extreme Speed him to death. So bye-bye, Toxicroak. I think that's the 3rd one I've taken. No, 4th. So he goes back to Azumarill for the 2nd time. I use Extreme Speed just to get some damage on it. And of course it uses Aqua Jet. And down goes Arcanine, so that's the only one that it's killed so far. And I switch back out to Emerald. And Aqua Jet away, and I'm like, okay, sleep, sleep, sleep. Wake up, Emerald. And Aqua Jet some more. And I woke up and I used Seismic Toss. And I thought, maybe this will kill it. But it doesn't, so it hangs on, and I'm just like, okay, and then I get Aqua Jetted. And it was a crit, so yeah. And then I kill all Azumarill, and all he has left is his... Oh, it's Venusaur. And I tried to do something cool here. I was like, oh, cool, Venusaur. I'm going to switch out to... Alright, no, I paralyze it first. I get the Thunder Wave off. And Energy Pod me, in case you missed that. And I'm going to be like... Going back here, I'm going to go Shell Shock, because I know that this thing's a special attacker. And I'm going to Mirror Coat it to death. And it uses Sludge Bomb. And I'm like, oh, I've so got this. And it uses Energy Ball against me. And I was like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. And it did some damage, but it didn't do a whole lot. And then I was like, Mirror Coat. And Mirror Coat knocks it down. But it doesn't kill it. And I was like, crap. But I have Ice Beam to finish the job. That's exactly what I did. Ice Beam. So that's the game. Thanks for watching, everybody. And later.